Okay, here we go with part three to my drum processing techniques here. Um, for those that endured me rambling for like almost 38 minutes on the last video, um, like I said, if you endured through that, I hope you found some value in the technique and what it can do. Um, I didn't really fully display the power of it. Um, Off camera, after I recorded it, I was playing with some more. I got some better snare stuff going. I was able to get out of one of the kicks a 909 sounding kick and also an 808, and that was just playing around with it. It's very powerful. I mean, that video I shot was, the first time I messed around with those particular drum sounds with it, and it was totally on the fly, total spur of the moment sound creation. So, like I said, I hope you can see some value in that technique. Now let's get to the second technique. And there is no secret button press. My bad. This is the lo-fi technique number 2. Now this one is very powerful. What it does is it uses the 10-band vocoder. Let's open it up. First of all, your chorus is off and your delay is off. Cut those off unless you really want it. Now, there's two parts to this. Let's deal with the straight through part, the dry part. Your level right here gives you the volume of your dry sound. Pan, you leave it center. Now you have a high pass filter on this dry sound. When it's on through, it just gives you the straight. Turn that down. It gives you the straight. When it's on or when it's off, the same sound. Now this high pass filter works from 1 kilohertz and goes all the way up to 20. So when it's on 1 kilohertz, gives you that sound. When it's through, like I said, off, on, straight through sound. And then you can work it all the way up to 20 kilohertz. So that's that side. Now, the other side is the side that passes through the vocoder, and it gives it a synth type sound. Now, let me turn the dry part down and turn the synth level up. Now, why it's low is because these numbers here are down. I'm going to explain these numbers in a second, because that is crazy what goes on in these boxes. Okay, you got some synth stuff going on here. You got an envelope which give you sharp, soft. It kind of changes the attack. Pan mode, you leave the mono. Hold, I leave off. Your mic sensitivity is the volume of your synth level and your mic mix combined, as far as drums go anyway, with this effect. All the way down, you hear neither. Start turning it up, you hear both, if both are up. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Where it says character, in essence, you have 10 filters. 10. Each one of these is actually a filter, which basically cuts out the frequency it operates on. You don't have a resonance, or you can't make it like a high pass or whatever, low pass. You don't have that kind of switching. Basically, you cut the frequencies out that they operate on. Now I'm gonna give you the frequencies. Box number one is 100 hertz. Number 2 is 168.8. Number 3 is 278.3. Number 4 is 464.2. Number 5 is 774.3. Those are hertz. Number 6 is 1.292 kilohertz. Number 7, 2.154 kilohertz. Number 8, 3.594 kilohertz. Number 9, 5995 kilohertz. And number 10 is 10 kilohertz. So these are filters. Now if you set these up right, you can make this this one box act as a low pass filter or a high pass filter or a band elimination filter or a band pass filter. Now I'm going to play the snare drum. I'm going to turn the straight level down and just add a synth level up. And change some of the envelopes. Now, if this was a high pass, a low pass filter, set these at 0. As you go down on this, it fades out. So you're only getting the low end of that snare. You go to number 2, the next frequency up. If you set that, it's a little higher. And you can dial that down. Take this frequency almost all the way out, that frequency range. Now to do a high pass filter on it, you go here. You only hear the very high part. Now you can set numbers anywhere in between, and you got to tailor it to the sound that you want to hear. And everything is trial and error. Now when it gets crazy is when you mix the straight signal in with it. See, when you pull mic sensitivity down, even though they're both levels are up, it cuts it all the way off. So that's your volume of both. Now that's the straight signal mixed in. Now if you want to take it off through and put a little high pass on the straight signal, starting to see how this works. I mean, you can dial in tones for forever. It's all up to you. How you want to tailor your sound. How you want to mix your sound. mean, it's that easy, but very powerful. This filter setup right here is like, I mean, none other that I've seen actually. And it wasn't intended for drums, so. But as you can see, you can pull a zillion different tones out of a drum sound, and go to work. Let's try run some bass drums through it. Oops, let's try another. Like this bass drum better here. Let me see. And then when you get something you like, Same rules as apply before. It's on master. Sampling, resample. It's only one drum. Oops. It's only one drum. Auto emphasis, auto normalize. Actually, I can't find that pad. Do start trigger. See that weird sound? That's because the effect is still on. I'm going to quick assign this to a patch. And I'm going to turn the effect off. And there it is. Remember I said about tuning? That's just because how the original sample was imported into memory. I think I changed it in the partial or something like that. But there you have it. That is that's pretty much it for that effect. I hope this makes sense. Very powerful. You pretty much have 11 filters here in this effect that you use on your drums. Like I said, I hope this makes sense. I hope you find it valuable. Like I said before, I usually multi-filter my drums. Then I'll send it either here or the other first lo-fi processor I showed you with the bass synth, or sometimes even both. I'll just run them through both blenders and see what I get. Now, I'm not done yet. I'm done this video, but coming up in part 4, I got a couple more things I want to show you. Additional drum processing techniques. I think I'm gonna show two next video. I'll leave that for next time. Remember, your MV is not really an MV. It's really a Death Star. That's why the color scheme is like it is. So
at the end,
you know,
do you understand? Power
I
of
think
the dark side.
About 20 minutes now. Wax that, and I'm out.